let's say, Sam Oman driving there for Lidl Trek. Good to see teams using their resources to chase this gap back. So now that's a bigger group. I'm guessing, Moldy, there's probably a little bit less chance for the looking around, you do it thing, because there's teammates there who can at least get on with some kind of chasing.
Yeah, I think with the work that Tudor and Decathlon have really made to make sure they brought that counter-attack back, that group behind now should all be set. You go all in, for the likes of Alaphilippe, a punchy, fast finisher, fresh from his win in Quebec. A bit of illness, and he suffered during the World Championships. But if that's cleared up, one of the favourites for the sprint for second place. And then, of course, Decathlon have the young Frenchman, Paul Lepera. And just behind now, we get glimpses of the world champ. Team car on hand. So 1.6k until the top of the climb. And what a ride, and what an attack from Pogacar.
Watch out for Paul Lepera if he is still in this group, as we think he is, by the way. I think Moldy, he's one of the fastest riders in this group too. Lepera come a finish like this as well. It's a slightly uphill finish after a tough climb as well. Lepera is so good at that, the former French road race champion. We'll see. There is that group of, it could be 25 riders, something like that. Tadej Pogacar is a minute up the road, and with 2k to go, he is rounding in on his second victory now in the Tre Valli Varesine. Lots of people would have seen this coming. Tactically, I actually didn't. And I know I opened our broadcast, John, by pointing out that he was wearing the black shorts, but I do read a little bit into that. He only ever wears the white shorts on the biggest of days where he's intending very deliberately to win as well. I'm sure it's a psychological thing.
Yeah, maybe he needed to break it, so that's why he wore the black shorts today. Maybe he had more confidence, and then now he's got no worries. Whatever colour shorts he wants to wear, he can win. So.
He's away from home as well. He's travelling light. He might only have the white skin suit and the black and white skin suit. And then you've got to think about. I must admit, I was. This is how sad I am. I was out for a run yesterday, John, and I was thinking, I wonder if Tadej Pogacar could put European stripes at the base of his shorts and just stick with the world champs jersey on top. Because I think it would be a clash of colours, but I think it'd be quite nice.
Yeah, I think you'd actually have to be the stickler. Yeah. I think you have to look at UCI regulations and the rules, because, amazingly, there's so many permutations of things you need to follow. Way above my pay grade and what I understand. But, when you design a kit, it's always got to fit everything or what it needs to be.
Yeah. This is Rudy Mollard, Frenchman for Groupama FDJ. Haven't seen him in there, but a good finish for the likes of Rudy Mollard, who is trying to get clear of that lot and salvage a podium place behind this guy. Some say the greatest road racing cyclist of all time. On the male side of the sport, that is anyway, because you have to go some way to catch up. He'd have to go a long way to catch up with the wins of Marianne Vos. But on the men's side of the sport, there are already plenty of people saying he's already eclipsed or on the way to eclipse Eddie Merckx in terms of the breadth of the number of his wins across various different disciplines as well. We'll come back to that maybe in 4 or 5 years' time to decide the final verdict on that one. But all that matters right now is Tadej Pogacar is riding towards his second victory in Tre Valli Varesine. This is his training block, if you like. This looks like Ben O'Connor, if I'm not mistaken, of Jaco Alula. We've not seen too much of the boys in purple yet. John?
No, we haven't. And we talked about Jaco and the strong team they had. And I think this is O'Connor's one of his best opportunities. Probably doesn't back himself in a sprint against the fast finishers, so making that move and going early, hoping to steal second place at least.
Johnny's making this look easy. Tadej Pogacar, that's my own take on things, but honestly, look at this shot. This is a rider out for a spin on a Sunday afternoon as well, and he's minced a field of 164 of the best riders in the world. What an incredible field was put together for this race here today, and we've seen them desperately grappling to try and hang on to Tadej Pogacar as he went, but they couldn't. They didn't. He won the Worlds in Rwanda. He won the Europeans in France at the weekend. He's heading towards Il Lombardia with a chance to become the first rider in history to win 5 in a row. This, if you like, is his stepping stone, and he's smashed it once again. Tadej Pogacar wins the Tre Valli Varesine.
Yeah, what a win. Almost. Yeah, he had time and was able to cruise those last 500 metres, but the effort that he put in before gave him that space, and almost you can see a bit of shock and happiness there actually as we get a look as the sprint for second comes in.
Yeah, indeed. It looks like it might be Sandro Murisa who's leading out here. Here comes a Lidl Trek rider on the left. Oh, there's riders coming through here that we wouldn't necessarily have seen being in here at this stage of the race as well, going for this. Oh, it's going to be very close on the line. I think Julien Alaphilippe was on the left-hand side. Hadn't seen him in that group, so it's possible that Alaphilippe got that. I think the Lidl Trek rider was Albert Philipsen. Yes, I think it was Albert Philipsen, actually, so he might well have taken second or third there. The 19-year-old for Lidl Trek. He is in very good form at the moment, the Dane. He was right up there, possibly on the podium there, Philipsen.